My question to you is, what are you going to do? When you're in political slavery, when you're in economic slavery, when you're part of a global society now which is demonizing you, you're losing your jobs, your wife is being abused, and now your children have to see these things before their eyes, what are you going to do? My answer is, if you're comfortable with that, you can stay in downtown Sydney. But if you're not comfortable with it, then you'll be interested in the rest of the lecture. Surah Al-Kahf of the Quran responds and tells us, وَإِذْ اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ يَنْشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ وَيُهَيِّئْ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَمْرِكُمْ مِرْفَقًا. You've got to disconnect from that godless world. It is only when you disconnect فَافْرِقْ بَيْنَنَا وَبَيْنَ الْقَوْمِ الْفَاسِقِينَ, the dua of Musa alayhi salam. It is only when you disconnect, only then will Allah's rahmah come upon you. How do we disconnect? Well, you go back to Bangladesh, it's the same Gog and Magog world order. You go Karachi, it's the same like downtown Manhattan. How do you disconnect? The answer is, you got to get out of the godless cities, because the world of globalization is witnessing the countryside being denuded and the masses moving into the cities, of course, to provide cheap labor. As the masses move into the cities, you now have, for the first time in history, mega cities. 10, 20 million people in a city. So we move in the opposite direction from the rest of mankind. That is hikmah. Allah is impressed now by the Muslim who moves in the opposite direction from the global society. As you disconnect from the godless world and you go out into the open countryside, please don't come at me at the end of the lecture and ask me, are we going to abandon those in the city? Are we going to have da'wah in the city? Do not come with that question at the end of the lecture. Because we are not isolating ourselves. No. In fact, we can do far more da'wah from that village than we can from downtown Sydney. We go and buy land where land is cheap. And where there's water. We go and buy land where land is cheap. And where there's water. Fertile land. 10, 20 years from now, when this audio tape is in the hands of a little 17-year-old who's not even born today as I'm speaking to you, in his heart this fire, this flame will be burning now. I want to go and do it. Go and buy land where land is cheap and where there's water. And you're far enough away from the godless world. The farther you are away, the better it is. And go and establish Allah's deen. Not at the macro level, because that's not possible, but at the micro level, because that is possible. In this Muslim village, you're not going to abandon jihad. Oh no. The Muslim village cannot threaten the state. Absolutely clear. The Muslim village cannot threaten the state. If you start amassing weapons in the Muslim village to take on Canberra, you will be destroyed. You will be destroyed, you'll be very foolish. And so the Muslim village cannot threaten the state, cannot pose a threat to the state. Does that mean that we're going to sit down and allow them to come and rape our women? No. Every single child born in that Muslim village must be brought up as a warrior. You can't do that in the shopping malls of Sydney. As a warrior. We do not threaten you. No. We are not a people who want war with you. No. But if ever you make the mistake to attack us, And there is no way for us to retreat with safety and protect our women and children. You will have a fight on your hands. Because we will fight like you've never seen a human being fight before. Every single one of us will be a roaring lion of a man. Because we will say we prefer to die as men than to live as slaves. So for that you need military training. You need to build yourself physically, psychologically. At the same time, all of this preparation is not for the purpose of threatening the state or threatening anyone. The Muslim village must be one jama'ah, because that is Islam. So this is not going to be a Deobandi village, or a Tabligh Jamaat village, or a Barelvi village, or a Salafi village, or a Wahhabi village, or a Ahle Hadith village. Come help me with some more names. No. This is a Muslim village. For all full-time Muslims. All. Come, brother. And so the Sufi and the Salafi will live together as brothers in this village. On the condition that it must be paid absolutely plain and clear.